More than 60% of Toyota hybrid battery replacements happen not because the battery was defective, but because the owner made one preventable mistake over and over again. That mistake has nothing to do with mileage. It has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with how drivers treat the battery between drives. After years of working on Toyota hybrids, I have watched perfectly healthy battery packs get condemned because of habits that most owners never even question. A Toyota hybrid battery is designed to last well beyond 200,000 miles, yet thousands of them are replaced between 80,000 and 120,000 miles, and the owners are always shocked. They followed the maintenance schedule. They changed the oil. They assumed the hybrid system would just take care of itself. That assumption is the root of every premature failure I have seen. This is why in this video I am going to walk you through the exact mistakes that silently destroy Toyota hybrid batteries and what to do instead. And mistake number 8 alone has saved owners thousands in replacement costs they never needed to pay. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1. Letting the hybrid battery sit at full or empty charge for extended periods. Toyota hybrid batteries, specifically the nickel-metal hydride packs found in models like the Prius, Camry Hybrid, and Highlander Hybrid, are engineered to operate in a narrow state of charge window. Toyota's battery management system, controlled by the hybrid vehicle electronic control unit mounted near the battery pack, keeps the charge level between roughly 40% and 80% during normal driving. This mid-range operation protects cell chemistry and extends pack life dramatically. The problem starts when a hybrid sits parked for weeks or months. Without the engine cycling, and without the hybrid control system actively balancing charge levels, the battery slowly drifts outside its safe operating window. Cells begin to self-discharge at different rates, creating voltage imbalances across the pack. Once those imbalances take hold, some cells degrade faster than others, and the entire pack is only as strong as its weakest cell. Toyota designed these batteries to be driven regularly. Even a short 20-minute drive twice a week keeps the battery management system active and the cells balanced. Owners who park hybrids for extended vacations or seasonal storage without preparation are unknowingly cutting years off a battery that was built to outlast the car. Mistake number 2. Ignoring the hybrid battery cooling fan. Every Toyota hybrid has a dedicated battery cooling fan. In most models, like the Prius and the Camry Hybrid, the intake vent for this fan is located behind or beneath the rear seat on the passenger side. This fan pulls cabin air across the battery pack to regulate temperature during charging and discharging cycles. Heat is the single greatest enemy of hybrid battery chemistry. When the cooling fan cannot move enough air, battery pack temperatures rise and cells begin to degrade from thermal stress. The number one reason this fan fails to do its job is a clogged intake filter. Dust, pet hair, lint from blankets, and debris from rear seat passengers accumulate on this filter over time. Toyota does not include this filter in most standard maintenance schedules, which means the vast majority of hybrid owners have never cleaned it. A restricted filter forces the fan motor to work harder, which increases electrical draw and shortens fan motor life. Once the fan fails entirely, the battery pack overheats under load, and the hybrid system begins limiting performance to protect itself. That performance reduction is the first warning sign, but by the time most owners notice it, thermal damage to individual cells has already begun. Cleaning or replacing this filter every 20,000 to 30,000 miles is one of the cheapest and most effective ways to protect a hybrid battery that costs thousands to replace. Mistake number 3. Running the air conditioning on accessory mode for too long. Many Toyota hybrid owners sit in their parked car with the engine off and the air conditioning running, assuming the hybrid system is designed to handle it. To a degree it is. Toyota hybrids can power climate control from the high-voltage battery without the gasoline engine running. The problem is duration. When the air conditioning runs on battery power alone for extended periods, the battery state of charge drops steadily. Once it falls below a certain threshold, the gasoline engine kicks on to recharge the pack. This creates rapid charge and discharge cycling under conditions the battery management system was not optimized for. The engine runs at a fixed speed to push charge into the pack as fast as possible, generating heat and stressing cells that were already partially depleted. Repeating this pattern regularly, sitting in parking lots, waiting in school pickup lines, or idling at job sites, forces the battery through hundreds of unnecessary deep cycles that accelerate capacity loss. Toyota engineered the hybrid system for efficient driving, not for extended stationary climate control. Owners who treat their hybrid like a generator are compressing the battery's lifespan into a fraction of what it should be. Mistake number 4, skipping hybrid system diagnostic scans during routine service. Most standard OBD2 scanners used at independent shops cannot read Toyota hybrid battery data. The hybrid battery electronic control unit stores detailed information about individual cell voltages, temperature readings, internal resistance values, and charge cycling history. This data reveals early signs of cell degradation long before the dashboard warning light ever turns on. Toyota's diagnostic system can identify a single weak cell in a pack of 28 or more modules, giving owners the chance to address the problem before it cascades into full pack failure. Yet most hybrid owners never request this scan because they assume the check engine light or hybrid warning indicator will catch problems early enough. By the time those lights illuminate, the battery management system has already been compensating for failing cells, and the damage is advanced enough to require full pack replacement. A hybrid-specific diagnostic scan during every major service interval, about every 30,000 miles, catches degradation patterns early when individual module replacement is still possible at a fraction of the cost of a complete battery pack. Mistake number 5, using aftermarket or incorrect 12-volt batteries. Toyota hybrids rely on 2 separate battery systems. The high-voltage hybrid battery pack powers the electric drive motor, and a standard 12-volt auxiliary battery powers the vehicle's computers, sensors, and startup systems. That small 12-volt battery, usually located in the trunk or under the hood depending on the model, is responsible for waking up the entire hybrid control system every time the power button is pressed. When this 12-volt battery weakens, it sends unstable voltage signals to the hybrid electronic control unit. Those voltage fluctuations can trigger false error codes, prevent the hybrid system from initializing properly, and in some cases force the vehicle into a fail-safe mode that limits hybrid battery operation. Many owners replace the 12-volt battery with a generic automotive battery that does not match Toyota's specified group size, cold cranking amp rating, or absorbed glass mat construction. Toyota hybrids require AGM batteries in most applications because they deliver stable voltage under the precise electrical loads the hybrid system demands. A $30 savings on a cheaper battery can create thousands of dollars in diagnostic headaches and unnecessary hybrid system repairs. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Mistake number 6, aggressive driving habits that punish the battery. Hard acceleration from a stop forces the hybrid battery to dump large amounts of current into the electric drive motor in a very short time. This high-rate discharge generates internal heat within the battery cells and increases chemical stress on the electrode surfaces. Toyota's hybrid system is designed for smooth, progressive power delivery, where the gasoline engine and electric motor share the load gradually. When a driver stomps on the accelerator repeatedly, the battery cycles between deep discharge and rapid regenerative charging far more aggressively than the system was calibrated for. Over thousands of these cycles, internal cell resistance increases and usable capacity shrinks. Toyota's own engineering data shows that hybrid batteries in vehicles driven with smooth throttle inputs consistently outlast those subjected to aggressive stop-and-go driving by significant margins. The irony is that hybrid owners who drive aggressively are defeating the exact fuel savings and longevity advantages that made the hybrid worth buying in the first place. Calm driving is not just about fuel economy, it is direct battery preservation. Mistake number 7. Neglecting software updates for the hybrid control system. Toyota periodically releases software updates for the hybrid vehicle electronic control unit that refine how the battery is charged, discharged, and thermally managed. These updates are based on real-world data collected from millions of miles of hybrid operation across different climates and driving conditions. Some updates adjust the charge ceiling or floor to reduce stress on cells that Toyota engineers identified as vulnerable in specific model years. Others improve how the system balances cells during regenerative braking. Owners who never visit a dealership after the warranty period miss these calibration improvements entirely. The hybrid system then continues operating on its original software logic, which may not reflect the latest understanding of how to protect the battery under real-world conditions. A single software update can meaningfully extend battery life by refining the charge management strategy the system uses every second the car is running. Skipping updates to avoid a dealership visit is a false economy when the battery it protects costs thousands to replace. Mistake number 8. Ignoring early warning signs of cell imbalance. This single mistake is responsible for more unnecessary full battery replacements than any other. A Toyota hybrid battery pack is made up of individual modules connected in series. When one module begins to weaken, the pack does not fail instantly. Instead, the battery management system compensates by adjusting charge rates and power output around the weak cell. During this compensation phase, owners may notice subtle changes. Fuel economy drops by 2 to 4 miles per gallon for no apparent reason. The gasoline engine runs more often than it used to, even in situations where the electric motor previously handled the load. The battery charge gauge on the dashboard fluctuates more rapidly or seems to drain faster than it once did. These are not random quirks. They are the hybrid control system working overtime to manage a pack that is losing balance. At this stage, a qualified hybrid technician can often replace the failing module or a small group of modules for a few $100s. But owners who ignore these signs for another 10,000 or 20,000 miles allow the imbalance to stress adjacent cells, cascading the failure across the pack until full replacement becomes the only option. A $300 module repair becomes a $4,000 battery replacement simply because early symptoms were dismissed as normal aging. Mistake number 9. Never allowing the battery to fully cycle during short trips. Toyota hybrid batteries need periodic, sustained driving so the battery management system can complete full balancing cycles. Short trips of 5 minutes or less barely bring the hybrid system to full operating temperature, and the battery management system never gets the opportunity to evaluate and equalize cell voltages across the entire pack. Over time, cells that are slightly weaker never get identified and corrected because the system never runs long enough to complete its internal diagnostics. Toyota designed the balancing algorithm to operate during steady-state cruising, typically at moderate speeds for 20 minutes or more. Owners who only drive short errands around town deprive the system of the conditions it needs to maintain pack health. Mixing in a longer highway drive at least once a week gives the battery management system the time and conditions to detect and correct small imbalances before they become permanent. It costs nothing but a few extra minutes of driving, and it directly protects against the kind of gradual cell drift that leads to premature pack failure. Mistake number 10. Assuming the hybrid battery never needs attention because there is no warning light. This is perhaps the most dangerous assumption of all. Toyota's hybrid warning system is designed to alert owners when a problem has reached a critical threshold, not when it first begins. The battery management system is programmed to compensate silently for early degradation, mask minor cell imbalances, and maintain performance within acceptable limits for as long as possible. This means the battery can lose 15 to 20% of its original capacity before any dashboard indicator activates. By the time the warning light appears, the degradation curve has steepened and recovery options are limited. Toyota built the hybrid system to be transparent during normal operation, but that transparency creates a false sense of security. Owners who wait for a warning light before investigating battery health are always reacting to damage that started months or years earlier. Proactive monitoring through periodic hybrid diagnostic scans, attention to fuel economy trends, and awareness of how the gasoline engine behaves relative to the electric motor are the only reliable ways to catch battery degradation before it becomes an expensive replacement. So in short, every mistake on this list comes down to one fundamental truth. Toyota hybrid batteries do not fail from use. They fail from misuse and neglect. Heat management, charge balance, driving behavior, and proactive monitoring are the four pillars that determine whether your hybrid battery lasts 100,000 miles or 300,000 miles. The battery pack is the most expensive single component in your hybrid powertrain, and it is also the one most owners pay the least attention to until it is too late. Every step in this video costs almost nothing to follow, but protects a component worth thousands. The owners who treat their hybrid battery as an active system that needs attention, not a sealed box that takes care of itself, are the ones still driving on original battery packs long after everyone else has paid for a replacement. If you are enjoying this video, consider watching this one where I share the exact maintenance schedule that keeps Toyota hybrids running past 300,000 miles.